for our next topic, that is conveyance, how to get order through consumer court. I will invite Advocate Ramesh Babu Silveri, who is a practicing lawyer specializing in consumer and cooperative matters and has a rich experience of 5 years as ex-member judge in District Consumer Forum, that is courts. He is also a government impanel arbitrator for multi-state cooperative societies. He has good experience in stamp duty, registration, consumer and cooperative matters. Uh, Advocate Ramesh Babu, please
Yeah.
proceed, sir. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Hemant Agrawal ji, and welcome, friends. And thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak to you all. Today, the topic is given to me is regarding the conveyance of the housing cooperative society and the consumer court. So, normally, conveyance, how to get the conveyance orders from the consumer court, what are the procedures? So, I'll be taking up in 5 steps. I am going to explain you. First topic will be my short topics. I will take it and I will spend more time on the consumer procedures, how to file the consumer complaint before the honorable commission, and what documents are required, and what is the procedure, how to get through the various stages and all that. I will explain you. My first stage is that the what is the conveyance, and second one is the what is the difference between the agreement and the conveyance. And third, I will be explaining you what is the disadvantages to the housing cooperative society for not getting the conveyance in their name, and what are the benefits to take the conveyance in favor of the cooperative society. Then I will discuss about the procedure, how to procedure the what is the procedure to file the consumer complaint before the honorable commissions and all, and how the procedure takes place before the honorable commissions on various stages, how the complainants argues the matter, what documents are need to be submitted before the honorable commissions and all. And I will explain you about some citations also that wherein that various consumer commissions have given the good orders in favor of the society for getting the conveyances. So my first stage is that what is a conveyance. कन्वेंस यानी कि ये होता है कि कोई भी लैंडलॉर्ड होता है, लैंडलॉर्ड के पास लैंड होती है, सो ही इज कन्वेइंग दैट कन्वेंस टू द परचेजर. अभी एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल भी वही होता है. नाउ देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन बिटवीन द एग्रीमेंट एंड कन्वेंस. तो कन्वेंस का मतलब ये है, द क्लियर इन शॉर्ट वर्ड्स में मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, कन्वेंस मीन्स द सेलर और वेंडर, नॉर्मली कन्वेंस में वेंडर करके वर्ड यूज करता है, ट्रांसफर्स all his rights over the all that piece or parcel of land along with the structure standing thereon. यानी कि लैंड के ऊपर जो भी स्ट्रक्चर्स रहता है, यानी कि झाड़, पत्ते, फूल, पत्थर, जो भी कुछ रहता है, along with that movable properties and immovable property, that is parted, यानी कि that is given to the purchaser for the consideration for all the property within the four corners of that land. यानी कि इन शॉर्ट में मैं हिंदी में बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि कन्वेंस का मतलब ये होता है कि जो लैंड होती है, लैंड का पूरा राइट्स, टाइटल, इंटरेस्ट इन द प्रॉपर्टी इज ट्रांसफर्ड इन द नेम ऑफ द परचेजर्स, एंड कन्वेंस के अंदर पूरा कंसिडरेशन लिखा हुआ रहता है. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड द कन्वेंस. अभी नाउ देर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कन्वेंसेस, लाइक कि कोई जगह खरीदता है तो दे गो फॉर द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ द कन्वेंस on payment of full and final consideration. Or now, today's my topic is that the conveyance in respect of the only cooperative housing societies. अब कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी हाउसिंग सोसाइटी का मतलब ये है कि एक बिल्डर जब भी बिल्डिंग बनाता है कोई भी प्लॉट के ऊपर, तो बिल्डिंग ही कंस्ट्रक्ट द वेरियस फ्लैट्स एंड ही सेल्स द constructed flats to the various number of flat purchasers, that you can say the flat purchasers or flat owners, you can say. So after the sale of flat purchase, after the sale of flats by the builder, and after completion of the construction, the builder gets the OC, that is called the occupation certificate, or normally we can say the BCC, that is a building completion certificate. And after getting the building completion certificate, it is a moral duty of the builder to hand over the possession of the flat to the flat purchasers, respective flat purchasers. After giving the possession to the respective flat purchasers, it is also a moral duty of the builder to form a cooperative housing society within 12 months from the date of possession of the flats. And after formation of the society, as per the law, within 4 months, that is more specifically mentioned in the MOFA Act under Section 11, that builder has to hand over the conveyance of the property. अभी यहाँ पर conveyance of the property बोलेगा तो जहाँ पर सोसाइटी बिल्डिंग बनी हुई है उस स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर वेरियस फ्लैट इज सोल्ड टू द वेरियस फ्लैट परचेजर्स. जब तक वो जो बिल्डिंग खड़ी है जो प्लॉट के ऊपर, जो लैंड के ऊपर ऑन विच द बिल्डिंग इज कंस्ट्रक्टेड, दैट वी कॉल इट एज द सोसाइटी बिल्डिंग इज कंस्ट्रक्टेड ऑन दैट प्लॉट, पर्टिकुलर प्लॉट, that plot has to be transferred in the name of the society. So in today's topic, that is my topic, that is a conveyance of that plot on which the building is constructed thereon. So normally क्या होता है कि कंस्ट्रक्शन बिल्डर आज की तारीख में पहले 20-25 साल पहले के जो एक्सपीरियंस मैं आपको शेयर करता हूँ, बिल्डर इज टू परचेज द लैंड फ्रॉम द लैंडलॉर्ड्स. इन सब्सिक्वेंट टाइम ऐसा हो गया कि बिल्डर वाज जस्ट डूइंग द एग्रीमेंट फॉर द डेवलपमेंट, या तो पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी लेके बीएमसी में परमिशंस वगैरह लेके आके बाद में बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन करता था. सो ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम जब स्टैम्प ड्यूटी की आप स्टैम्प ड्यूटी भरने की, यानी कि स्टैम्प ड्यूटी में एक्ट के अंदर कोई चेंजेस आ गया, तो गवर्नमेंट हैज स्टार्टेड टेकिंग द स्टैम्प ड्यूटी ऑन दैट पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी. और द डेवलपमेंट एग्रीमेंट नाम वो 20 साल पहले आ गया था. डेवलपमेंट एग्रीमेंट करके बिल्डर कैन डेवलप द लैंड इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग द कन्वेंस फ्रॉम द लैंडलॉर्ड्स. तो डेवलपमेंट एग्रीमेंट में स्टैम्प ड्यूटी आ गया. तो आज की तारीख में ऐसा है कि बिल्डर टेक्स ओनली डेवलपमेंट राइट्स फ्रॉम द लैंडलॉर्ड्स. ज्यादा करके 99% बिल्डर्स दे टेक द लैंड फॉर द डेवलपमेंट बाय एग्जीक्यूटिंग द डेवलपमेंट एग्रीमेंट एंड अलॉन्ग विद द पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी, एंड दे आर पेइंग whatever applicable stamp duty on that. And builder starts the construction. If possession भी दे देता है, सोसाइटी फॉर्मेशन भी कभी करता है कभी नहीं करता है, तो देन दैट फ्लैट परचेजर्स इकट्ठा होके दे फॉर्म अ cooperative housing society under non-cooperation. Also there is also one provision there in the Cooperative Society Act. Now here, after giving the possession of the flats, as I said, the builder has to form a cooperative society, and after forming the cooperative society within 4 months, 4 महीने के अंदर, the builder has to give a proper conveyance in the name of the society, and which is specified under, as I said, the 11 of MOFA. अब कोई लोगों का कंफ्यूजन होता है कि कन्वेंस भी वही है, एग्रीमेंट जैसा ही है कि बेचा खरीदा, बेचने वाला बेचता है, लेने वाला लेता है. व्हाट इज एग्रीमेंट? तो एग्रीमेंट में क्या होता है, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द एग्रीमेंट एंड द कन्वेंस. एग्रीमेंट में क्या होता है, द सेलर he commits that he want to sell that particular property, and buyer also confirms that I am also agreed to buy a property for a consideration, whatever the fixed consideration that is mentioned in the agreement. एग्रीमेंट में क्या होता है कि अर्नेस्ट मनी या टोकन मनी या एडवांस मनी दिया जाता है एग्रीमेंट के अंदर, and thereafter some period is given to the purchaser to pay the balance remaining amount on the stage wise, which is more particularly described in the agreement. जैसा उनका अंडरस्टैंडिंग होगा, that is called agreement. तो इन शॉर्ट में एग्रीमेंट में पूरा पैसा देता नहीं है, it is given by the installments thereon after executing the registration of the document. और कन्वेंस में ये होता है कि पूरा पैसा दे देता है, full consideration amount is paid, there is no title remains with the seller, the all title, interest and whatever property rights, everything is given to the purchaser. So the seller is no more owner of that land. कन्वेंस में एक बार कन्वेंस डीड एग्जीक्यूट हो गया, द परचेजर बिकम द एब्सोल्यूट ओनर ऑफ दैट प्रॉपर्टी. alone. That is the difference of the agreement and the conveyance deed. So now we will go to the what is the disadvantages of the conveyance. अब क्या होता है कि सोसाइटी कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी फॉर्म हो जाता है. सोसाइटी कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी आफ्टर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी, तो मेंबर्स आल्सो नॉर्मली दे डोंट हैव ए नॉलेज टू क्या कन्वेंस क्या होता है, कन्वेंस क्यों लेना चाहिए वगैरह वगैरह. अभी तो काफ़ी सारा पब्लिकेशंस आ गया है, काफ़ी सारे सोसाइटीज़ में अवेयरनेस हो गया है. बीच में जनवरी फरवरी महीने में डीम कन्वेंस का भी नोटिफिकेशन आ गया था कि सोसाइटी को अगर डीम कन्वेंस करना है तो एक उन्होंने एक कैंपेन चालू किया था कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर में. तो वो हिसाब से लोगों को मालूम पड़ा है कि हमको कन्वेंस लेना है. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि सोसाइटी इज फॉर्म and everything is going on very smoothly. Committee is also doing their work, their jobs, and they are paying the bills also, water bills, taxes, other taxes, land assessment taxes and all. एक दिन उनको पता चलता है कि सोसाइटी को पता चलता है कि अरे वी आर पेइंग अ टैक्स बट द बिल्स आर इन द नेम ऑफ द लैंड ओनर और मे बी इन द नेम ऑफ द बिल्डर. तो देन दे अप्रोच टू द सिटी सर्वे ऑफिस. सिटी सर्वे ऑफिस में प्रॉपर्टी रजिस्टर कार्ड होता है, दैट वी कॉल इट एज ए रेवेन्यू रिकॉर्ड्स. प्रॉपर्टी रजिस्टर कार्ड के अंदर जब तक सोसाइटी का नाम नहीं आता है तब तक प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड के अंदर जिसका नाम भी रिफ्लेक्ट होता है वहां पर, he is the owner, he is the sole owner, he can do anything with the land. Then society starts getting their name entered into the property register card. So they comes to know अरे property register card के अंदर नाम डलवाना है, they will have to go for the conveyance. अभी conveyance यानी कि सिर्फ conveyance करके नहीं होगा, that has to be registered, duly properly stamped and duly registered before the sub register of whatever concerned area तालुका wise. But then they comes to know कि अरे conveyance अगर registration करना है तो then they will have to pay the proper stamp duty. That document has to be adjudicated properly. Then they can do the conveyance. अभी conveyance adjudication करना मतलब क्या है? There will be two parties. One the builder and the purchaser society. Society will be the purchaser of that land. As I said earlier, sometimes there are the three parties. First is landlord, second is the builder as a confirming party, and third one is the purchaser society. So वहां पर गेम पूरा स्टार्ट हो जाता है कि दैट सोसाइटी वांट्स द कन्वेंस इन नेम ऑफ द सोसाइटी. So society approaches the builder to sign the document and sometimes the builder denies to sign that. So there are the procedures are there that you can apply before the authority, that is a deputy district registrar, for getting a deemed conveyance. And secondly, you can approach to the consumer court. In consumer court also, there are various judgments are given in favor of the society, directing the builder, directing the landlords to execute the conveyance, proper conveyance deed in favor of the society. So then builder comes and he signs the conveyances, then the proper document बना के ड्राफ्ट करके then that is registered. Then register होने के बाद उसका index true copy और original copy की certified true copy लेके they approach to the city survey office. और city survey में PR कार्ड होता है. बॉम्बे का मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, अगर बाहर होगा तो 712 एक्सटेक भी है. कुछ मेजर सिटीज है, मेन सिटीज है, वहाँ पर PR कार्ड, प्रॉपर्टी रजिस्टर कार्ड हम बोलते हैं. तो प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड में बिल्डर सोसाइटी का नाम एंटर करने के बाद सोसाइटी बिकम द एब्सोल्यूट ओनर ऑफ दैट प्रॉपर्टी. So now I will come to the point, what are the disadvantage for not taking a conveyance in favor of the society. जब तक conveyance नहीं होता है, flat purchasers are only the owners of only the structure, not the land on which the flats are constructed. They are only owners of the structure. That is one thing. Second, कल उठ के अगर बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हो गया या बिल्डिंग को कोई डैमेज हो गया है या तो अगर रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करना है, कुछ भी करना है बिल्डिंग के लिए, तो विदाउट परमिशन ऑफ द बिल्डर और विदाउट परमिशन ऑफ द लैंडलॉर्ड जिसका नाम PR कार्ड में है, विदाउट हिज परमिशन यू कैनॉट अप्रोच टू द एनी ऑफ द अथॉरिटी फॉर मेकिंग एनी डेवलपमेंट राइट्स. क्योंकि अभी BMC में भी डायरेक्ट स्टेट अवे बोला है कि जिसका नाम PR कार्ड के अंदर है, what in revenue record में those who are the owners of the land, they have to approach to the concerned authority for necessary repairs, necessary redevelopment or necessary whatever repairings and all everything. So for in that case, every time you need to take the NOC from the landlords or other from the builders. So that is a disadvantage. Secondly, normally we see कि अगर किसी को लोन लेना है, किसी को फंड्स रेज करना है, so normally when you approach to the bank they wanted the title deeds कि हमको कुछ कोलेटरल सिक्योरिटी दो. तो अभी सोसाइटी की बिल्डिंग खड़ी है, वहां पर सोसाइटी की जगह है, सोसाइटी का जगह के ऊपर वो सोसाइटी बिल्डिंग खड़ी है, तो अगर हमारा नाम वहां पर नहीं है तो जो भी ओनर होगा सिटी सर्वे रिकॉर्ड्स के अनुसार, he can take the loan against that land, and tomorrow if he doesn't pay, the society has to bear all the liabilities and all. That is also more one of the disadvantage. And second thing is that कि पिछले 30 साल में, 40 साल में, या अभी जो टीडीआर का जो नया डेवलपमेंट कंट्रोल रूल्स वगैरह आया है, जो जितना विड्थ रोड है उतना एडिशनल एफएसआई वगैरह देने का गवर्नमेंट ने नोटिफिकेशन और अमेंडमेंट्स वगैरह किया है. तो उस टाइम पे अगर कोई भी सोसाइटी बिल्डिंग बनी हुई है, जुना बिल्डिंग है, वो सोसाइटी के प्लॉट के अनुसार, उसका फिजिबिलिटी के अनुसार अगर उसको एक्स्ट्रा एफएसआई मिलता है या कुछ टीडीआर मिलता है, वो सोसाइटी को बेनिफिट मिलता नहीं है. क्यों? बिकॉज सोसाइटी इज नॉट ओनर ऑफ दैट लैंड. इसके लिए जो भी ओनर है उनको मिलता है वो टीडीआर, बिकॉज दे कैन ओनली टेक द अप्रूवल्स एंड दे कैन मिसयूज देयर पावर. तो उसके लिए एवरी सोसाइटी हैज टू टेक द कन्वेंस इन देयर नेम, and their name has to be entered properly in the revenue record, that is the property register cards. Okay. And secondly, the main is that see, when builder is there still, even after giving the possession of the flat, even after forming the cooperative society, लैंड बिल्डर के नाम पे होता है या तो लैंडलॉर्ड के नाम पे होता है. इसके लिए दैट बिल्डर माइट टेक अ डिसएडवांटेज बाय सेलिंग द ओपन स्पेसेस, बाय सेलिंग द गार्डन्स, बाय सेलिंग द टेरेसेस, बाय सेलिंग द कार पार्किंग. सोसाइटी को कुछ अथॉरिटी नहीं होती है. इसके लिए जल्दी से जल्दी सोसाइटी के नाम पे कन्वेंस लेना बहुत 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 जरूरी है. सो दीज आर द डिसएडवांटेजेस. एंड जब तक आपका कन्वेंस नहीं होता है, आपका लीगल राइट सोसाइटी का बनता नहीं है. मिस्टर अनिल पाताड़े जी, मिस्टर अनिल जी, आई विल टेक अ सेशन ऑफ क्वेश्चन आंसर्स आल्सो लेटर ऑन. So just you make a note of it, what questions you wanted. Let me complete all the things once. Then I'm ready to give. I can spare the time for you. So these are the disadvantages. There are many disadvantages are there, but few I have taken because I wanted to go for the what is the procedure for getting a conveyance order from the honorable commissions and all. Achha, now what is the advantages for getting a conveyance? Because the society gets the proper and legal title in the name of the society, because they are the legal owners. They will become the legal owners of the society. Second, in future or at present also, if any of the additional benefits by way of additional FSI or whatever TDR, whatever benefits is given as per the new DC rules or developer control rules, the society will be benefited, because society becomes the owner of that land, so society can take the full benefit of that land. The third thing, once the conveyance is done in favor of the society, property becomes the free and marketable. In short, the society can raise the loans or funds for any repairs, for any reconstruction of the building by mortgaging the title deeds. Title deeds का मतलब ये होता है कि जो ओनर होता है, यानी कि सोसाइटी ओनर हो जाता है कन्वेंस करने के बाद, तो वो उसको टाइटल डीड्स हम बोलते हैं. टाइटल डीड्स वो मॉर्गेज करके द सोसाइटी कैन टेक द प्रॉपर लोन फ्रॉम द एनी ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस. एंड if the society wants to go for the redevelopment, the members will be benefited. Additional area, corpus fund, rent, shifting charges, whatever the compensation is given by the builder, etc. ये सब मिलता है. अगर कन्वेंस नहीं है आपके पास, अगर रीडेवलपमेंट के लिए जाना है, तो बिल्डर भी वहां पर आके बैठ जाता है कि द बिल्डर ऑल्सो रेजेस हिज डिमांड कि आई विल नॉट गिव द परमिशन फॉर द रीडेवलपमेंट बिकॉज आई एम द ओनर ऑफ द प्लॉट. Maybe he must have taken the power of attorney from the landlord, because builder थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम करते हैं. और बिल्डर्स समटाइम्स ऐसा भी देखा गया है कुछ केसेस में, द बिल्डर वांट्स हिमसेल्फ टू redevelop the building by giving the very limited amount of additional area, लिमिटेड कॉम्पेंसेशन, लिमिटेड अमाउंट ऑफ रेंट टुवर्ड्स द रेंट एंड ऑल्सो, वो सब चीज नहीं होना चाहिए. इसके लिए दैट प्रॉपर कन्वेंस हैज टू बी डन इन फेवर ऑफ द सोसाइटी. एंड द मेन थिंग इज दैट कि सपोज कब बिल्डिंग कभी कुछ भी हो गया, एक्ट ऑफ गॉड हो गया, कुछ हो गया, तो बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हो गया, सोसाइटी कैन नॉट क्लेम एनीथिंग ऑन द लैंड because unless until they become the owner of that land. Of course there will be a litigations, but still अगर सोसाइटी के नाम पे होगा तो they can go for the redevelopment also. See, now ये हो गया advantages और disadvantages. Now what are the moral duty of the builder to give the conveyance in favor of the society? As per the Maharashtra Flat Ownership Act, it says under section 11(1), the builders or promoters means we can say developers also, builders or promoters are directed to convey the title and execute the proper deed of conveyance according to the agreement for the sale of flat in favor of the society. आपका एग्रीमेंट, फ्लैट एग्रीमेंट कभी भी देखा होगा, उसके अंदर सारे क्लॉजेस लिखा हुआ रहता है, बेचने वाला कौन है, लेने वाला कौन है, उसके बाद लिखा हुआ रहता है, रिसाइटल्स लिखा हुआ रहता है, उसके अंदर स्टेप बाय स्टेप एक प्रॉपर्टी किसने किसको बेचा, बाद में किसने लिया, क्या लिया वगैरह, द डिटेल्स ऑफ द फ्लैट्स वहाँ पर रहता है, फ्लैट नंबर, फ्लैट का एरिया वगैरह वगैरह. ये सब होने के बाद वहाँ पर एक क्लॉज भी रहता है कि आफ्टर गिविंग द पोजीशन एंड आफ्टर गिविंग द पोजीशन द बिल्डर इज अंडरटेक टू फॉर्म any association or condominium or any apartment society या cooperative society वगैरह वगैरह. उसके बाद he also undertakes to give a conveyance in favor of the society. That is a normal format of that under the MOFA Act there is a agreement format final किया हुआ है, वो हिसाब से आपके साथ में वो execute करता है while selling the flat by agreement for sale of flat. And under the Rule 9 of MOFA, if you refer Rule 9 of MOFA, it is a mandatory to take the necessary steps to execute the conveyance within 4 months from the date of registration of the society. Under Rule 4 also it is Rule 9 it is reflected, and MOFA under Section 11(1) is also it is mentioned about the taking a conveyance by the society. If refer to the bylaw number 5 also it is also mentioned, the society shall obtain the conveyance from the promoters or builders or landlords as per the provision under the MOFA rules. यानी कि bylaws में भी conveyance के बारे में लिखा हुआ है, MOFA rules के अंदर भी Rule 9 के अंदर भी लिखा हुआ है, और MOFA Section 11(1) के अंदर भी ये सारी चीज लिखा हुआ है. So that means in short, the builder has a moral duty and responsibility to convey the said land in favor of the cooperative housing society within 4 months from the formation of the cooperative housing society. So now we will come to the MOFA Section 13. अगर बिल्डर ये सब नहीं करता है तो अंडर सेक्शन 13 ऑफ MOFA Act also the builders can be prosecuted if found guilty. The criminal court punishes the builder if the builder is adamant. A civil court or under specific relief act can be executed, and the builder can get the imprisonment up to 3 years. Imprisonment builder can get. So these are the things which is already framed by the government of Maharashtra under the provision of cooperative acts. So now in short I will tell you, when builder takes the sells the flat, his moral duty is to take the occupation, and after occupation he should give the possession to the flat purchasers. After giving the possession to all the flat purchaser, his moral duty is to register the housing cooperative society or any society, condominium or association, whatever. His moral duty to form within 12 months, and after formation of the society he has to give the proper conveyance of that land in favor of the society. That is that I have explained you what are the framework which is prescribed under the law. So now sometimes the builders are very adamant, they don't give the conveyance. Then what to do? Because they don't want to give the conveyance, they don't want to part with any of this thing. They just say that we have sold, we have formed the cooperative housing society, now my duty is finished. They are very adamant because all builders knows that today or tomorrow there is going to be increase in the FSI, or they might get additional TDRs. they might get additional fungible, whatever the case may be there. So that's why the builder is not keen to execute the deed of conveyance in favor of the society. So here there are many cases be filed before these consumer courts. We call it as a consumer complaints. There are many consumer complaints are filed before the consumer courts in the district court also. Now previously it was a district forum, now it has become the district commission. Before the district commission, before the state commission, or before the national commission, as per the your pecuniary jurisdiction it is counted, and as per the pecuniary jurisdiction, and which includes your claim also. Accordingly, that you have to choose where you want to file a consumer complaint, whether to in district level or state level or national level. So I have discussed these things in my earlier speech about that who is a consumer, how the society becomes a consumer, how the flat holders become the consumer, and how the builders or developers are the service providers, because you have paid some money to them. And when you have paid some money to the builder or developer, it is a moral duty of the builder to comply all the things as per the law. In earlier also I have already informed you all, and now again I am telling you, housing society is very well defined as a consumer under section 2 bracket 7 under the new Consumer Act of 2009. And initially there was a Consumer Act that is of 1986, that is 21D was there. Now and that section has been changed to 2 and bracket 7. The housing society is very well is a consumer. And secondly, the builder is also proved that he is a service provider under section 2 in bracket with 38. You can make a note of it, that new section 2 and bracket 38. The society can file a consumer complaint against the builder for two things. One, for the deficiency in service. Secondly, for the unfair trade practice. So here what happens is that when even though there is a moral duty of the builder to execute the conveyance, that means he is not executing the conveyance by reason best known to him. But here you can file the complaint stating that there is a deficiency in service on the part of opposite parties. Here we call it as opposite party for the service provider, and there is also responsible for the unfair trade practice which is rendered to the society. First of all, to get the conveyance, if the builder is not keen to give the conveyance, so first of all, the society has to give the legal notice to the builder. Please come and execute the proper conveyance deed in favor of the society. So when the builder is not intend to give any conveyances to the society, definitely he will not reply for the your notice also. So before approaching to the any of the consumer commissions, you will have to give the one legal notice to him to come and sign the necessary documents in favor of the society, that is a conveyance deed. And as per the pecuniary jurisdiction, as I said, that you have to choose where to go. If it is below 1 crore, your compensation is below 1 crore, means whatever you are claiming in the consumer complaint, if it is below 1 crore, then you will have to approach to the district. If it is 1 crore plus then state, then accordingly that you have to approach to the national commissions. See, here, now next step will come. I am talking about the procedure, how to file the consumer complaint before the honorable commissions. Under section 35 of new Consumer Act, that is 2019, it is clearly mentioned the format you will have to draft the consumer complaint under section 35. Under section 35 means there is a how to file a complaint. Normally we in the court also we file we can say the petitions, you can say the plaint, but here in consumer court we call it as a consumer complaint. So in the format we will have to, because we will have to inquire in the consumer court what format that we have to submit and all. And if you purchase the Consumer Protection Act also, there is a backside of that Consumer Protection Act, you have all the drafts. So here, sometimes what happens, the society doesn't go against the builder, because normally we have seen there are some people of the builders itself. Sometimes it happens कि suppose the builder has constructed say about 20 flats, and 10 flats is owned by the builder's relatives. Okay, and 10 other people are there. Out of them, as we have seen, but nobody is interested doing the activities of the society. So even one person can also file a consumer as a flat purchaser. Also, he can also file a consumer complaint to get the conveyance. But in that case, you have to file one application which is called the one or numerous consumer. Initially, it was a 12(1)(c). Now it is a 35(1)(c), that you will have to say that one or more consumer are interested in the particular subject matter. So that is a uh, complaint, how you draft it. Now I will come to the next step, what documents are needed to be filed along with your consumer complaint. The consumer complaint, you will have to mention your name or society's name as a consumer. Consumer means you will be the applicant, and against whom you wanted to file. You have to make 1 2 3 4, means you can say opposite parties, even you can say opponents, you can say even respondents also, you can say. But normally in consumer forums, the practice is that opposite parties. Now you will have to decide key on how many people you want to make the parties. Sometimes if the builder is not the owner of the property, if you file against the builder, he will say that I am not the owner of the property. Who is the owner of the property? You will have to judge. You will have to take the city survey PR card. In that, you will find, means first of all, you should know what is your CTS number, city survey number. Accordingly, you will have to make the landholder party. Then you have to make the builder as a party. If there is any interested party in that, you can make them also party as opposite party number 1 2 3 and all. So now what documents are required to be filed? Number one, the document for agreement for sale of the flat. Agreement for the sale of the flat is required to see yes, builder has sold this flat to some consumers. And in every agreement, there is a schedule which is contained the schedule of the property. Schedule of the property means what? He gives the description of the property on which the society building is constructed on thereon. That means he specifies all the piece or parcel of land having survey numbers, visa numbers, city survey numbers, and their plot areas along with the village, taluka, and a district. Everything is mentioned that, and you will have to write in the complaint also. This is the plot which the society wants to get the conveyance in their favor. And second document is required, that is the society registration copy of the society registration that you will get easily, and the list of members in the society as of today, which is transferred in their name as on today, and approved plan by the municipal authorities. Suppose if it doesn't part with builder doesn't part with that thing, so you can apply under the RTA also, you can get it, that approved plans. And you will have to give a recent property register cards, that is I told you, that is CTS numbers. If it is in a Mumbai, Thane also, CTS numbers they take it. If it is other than Mumbai and all, just like small villages or you can say remote areas, then there you will have to get the 712 extracts. In that, what happened, the present owner comes, owner's name is reflected in that revenue record. That is either maybe in the property register card or maybe in the 712 extract. And if possible, you can include the city survey plan also, on which plot, mentioning the boundaries, means four corners of the plot that you can find out. Once you get the city survey number, you will get the property register card. Once you get the property register card, then you will get the plan automatically from the city survey office. And in addition to that, you will have to file the occupation certificate. That's what exactly I said last time, that's the building completion certificate. And any other documents which you wanted to enclose along with the complaint, that you can enclose it by, you have to mention ABCD, or you have to file a synopsis also mentioning the so and so document is enclosed to at the page number so and so, or annexure so and so, so and so, so and so. And the main thing is that necessary court fee stamp has to be paid on that. Now I think it is up to 5 lakhs. I think hardly means it's the minimum amount that necessary court fee has to be paid as per the rules. And you will have to submit the 3 copies, 1 original and 2 Xerox copies, because the 3 divisional bench is sitting. So out of that, 1 president and 2 honorable members, they sit on the dais. So you will have to provide the 3 copies, 1 original and 2 Xerox copies. Now, the consumer complaint drafting, I have told you, the documents required, which is to be which is to be enclosed along with the complaint, that also I told you. Now I'll come to the main clause, that is a prayer clause. You will file the complaint, no problem, but what you want exactly from the builder, that you will have to pray. So the prayers might be whatever I am saying. Normally the people do it on different issues, but main thing is that conveyance you are going to ask, that is exactly the conveyance part will be there. But in addition to that, sometimes builder makes some illegal construction. So I'll read out some prayers that you can also pray along with in this complaint. It is not like that only for the conveyance you have to go. You can approach to the consumer commissions for the many reasons. The prayers I will just read it out. You can make out. The first thing that you will have to make to declare the builder is guilty for deficiency in service and responsible for the unfair trade practice rendered to the society. That will be your first prayer. For not executing the conveyance deed in favor of the society. That should be the first prayer. And second will be to direct the builder or developer, whoever it may be. If suppose the land is in the name of the landlord, so you can say to direct the landlord stroke builder or developer, whatever, to direct the builder to execute the deed of conveyance in favor of the society. Third one is that to hand over all original documents and title deeds which are lying with the builders. Sometimes original plans he doesn't give it to you. Original title certificate which he must have obtained from the solicitors, he never gives to us. Sometimes the 30 years search report is there. Everything, all the original document, it is a duty of the society to take all the documents from the builder and to direct the builder to hand over all the original bills paid towards the various deposits to various authorities. जैसे कि हम बिल्डिंग बनाने के बाद to get the electricity, for electricity also the builder is paying some deposit towards the electricity meter deposit. Of course, he is collecting amount from us because that receipt has to be there in the society, you know. So that is electricity meter deposits, non-agricultural taxes, water deposits, etc. That also you can pray to get the original documents from the builder to and next thing is that to hand over all the books of accounts and details of the payments received from the various flat purchasers and details of the expenditures made on behalf of the purchasers prior to the registration of cooperative housing society. ये मैं हिंदी में समझाता हूँ. क्या होता है कि when builder gives the possession to all the flat purchasers, so there is a time gap of 12 months. Sometimes in 6 months he does, sometimes he 3 years also he takes, sometimes he takes 5 years also. तो तब क्या होता है ना, बिल्डर टेक्स द मंथली आउटगोइंग्स फ्रॉम द फ्लैट होल्डर्स आफ्टर गिविंग द पोजीशन टिल द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी. वो बहुत सारा अमाउंट ले चुका होता है. कभी कभी तो 2-3 साल का एडवांस में ले लिया होता है वो ये मंथली आउटगोइंग्स. तो उसका भी डिटेल्स आपको सोसाइटी कंज्यूमर कोर्ट में जाके मांग सकते हैं और उसका एक्सपेंडिचर भी मांगने का, और बैलेंस जो पैसा है वो भी बिल्डर के पास से हम क्लेम कर सकते हैं. और उसके साथ में और भी प्रेयर कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि बिल्डिंग बनाने के बाद समझो 2-3 साल हो गया या 1 साल हो गया, तो कुछ लीकेजेस का, कुछ 10 years का, जैसे कि टेरेस का, कोई भी टेरेस का काम करता है नॉर्मली द वाटर प्रूफ का कॉन्ट्रैक्टर है, ही गिव्स अ 10 years गारंटी फॉर द लीकेजेस एंड ऑल. अगर लीकेजेस सेकेंड ईयर में हो गया, सेकेंड ईयर में अगर हो गया है, तो दैट यू कैन टेक यू कैन गेट द रेक्टिफाइड फ्रॉम द बिल्डर. यानी कि बिल्डर को बोल सकते हैं कि ऑनरेबल कमीशन को बोल सकते हैं कि टेल द builder, direct the builder to get it repair. जैसे प्लास्टर चला गया है या कलर निकल गया है और लीकेजेस प्रॉब्लम है, तो दिस आर ऑल्सो यू कैन प्रे इन योर कंज्यूमर कंप्लेंट. Sometimes the builder makes some illegal construction also in the society building. जैसे कि किसी का जैसे कि रिफ्यूजी एरिया है, अलीबाग कोर्ट में मैं जब भी था तभी एक बिल्डर ने रिफ्यूजी एरिया जो ओपन रखना पड़ता है वो बना के बेच दिया उन्होंने. अगर रिफ्यूजी एरिया अगर क्लोज करता है कोई, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो यू कैन प्रे टू द ऑनरेबल कमीशन टू रिमूव दैट इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शंस इन द बिल्डिंग्स, एंड यू कैन क्लेम द कॉस्ट, damages, compensation towards the mental and physical harassments, and any financial losses also, that also you can make a prayer. And last prayer will be there, the necessary orders may be passed by this commission as may deem fit and proper. So these are the some few prayers that you can pray that. But आज का session जो है, that is for the important thing is that is for getting a deemed conveyance, sorry not deemed conveyance, proper conveyance. अगर कंप्लेंट एडमिट हो गया, ये सारी चीजें हम तैयार करके वहां पर फाइल करना पड़ता है ऑफिस के अंदर. फाइल होने के बाद वहां का जो कंसर्न ऑफिसर होता है, यू कैन से सुपरिटेंडेंट होगा या रजिस्ट्रार होगा, दे चेक द फाइल. अगर डिफेक्ट्स होगा तो दे इन्फॉर्म अस टू रेक्टिफाई दैट डिफेक्ट्स वॉट एवर. जैसे कि कोर्ट फी नहीं भरा है, या टाइपिंग बराबर नहीं किया है, किधर सिग्नेचर नहीं है, या पेजिंग बराबर नहीं किया है, या एंक्लोजर्स बराबर आपने लगाया नहीं होगा, वो सब कंप्लायंस वगैरह करने के बाद यू विल बी गिवन, द सोसाइटी विल बी गिवन अ डेट फॉर द एडमिशन स्टेज. नाउ आई विल टेल यू कि द प्रोसीजर जो सोसाइटी को करना है, क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगाने का है और किस तरह से प्रेयर्स मांगना है वगैरह, ये सब मैंने आपको बता दिया है शॉर्ट में. अब कोर्ट में कैसा प्रोसीजर होता है, नॉर्मली हम कोर्ट बोलते हैं, कोई फोरम बोलते हैं. अभी तो 2019 एक्ट के अंदर उसको कमीशन किया. इवन पहले तो स्टेट कमीशन ही था, नेशनल कमीशन वाज आल्सो कमीशन, पर डिस्ट्रिक्ट फोरम था और उसको कमीशन किया इन 2019 में. सो नाउ आई विल टेल यू द प्रोसीजर कि आफ्टर फाइलिंग दिस कंप्लेंट फिर क्या होता है. सो द कोर्ट विल गिव यू द डेट, एडमिशन डेट. तो एडमिशन डेट पे द मैटर विल बी टेकन ऑन द बेंच ऑन बोर्ड. सो देयर द सोसाइटी हैज टू कन्वे थ्रू individually also, in person also, or through advocate also. You can approach to the commission. You can tell them these are the problems and this is he is a builder and so and so so and so, oral argument karke, and that complaint will be admitted. Admitted means normally it is a procedure, they admit. If it is a genuine case, they admit, and if it is not a genuine case, and if the forum, if the commission feels that it is not a good case, so they might reject with necessary orders. So you may go go for appeal also, but normally 99%, I think, according to me, according to my knowledge, they accept. If it is a genuine cases, they accept and they admit the case on the same day. And after admitting, what happens ki the commission gives a notice to the opposite party. Sometimes they give 30 days, sometimes the 40 days. It depends upon the commission. Normally 30 days they give limit. Limit means they inform the opposite parties to file their written version or written statement. अभी आपने फाइल किया है तो सामने वाले की भी बात सुनना चाहिए ना. तो वो हिसाब से the commission gives the notice to the opposite parties, come and file your written version or written statement. On next date, the opposite parties may come or they may not come, but उनको ड्यूली सर्विस होना चाहिए. एक पहली बात है, ड्यूली सर्विस मतलब ये है कि उनका एड्रेस पे बाय रजिस्टर एडी से पहुंचना चाहिए. कभी कभी ऑफिस बदल जाता है, उनका शिफ्टिंग हो जाता है ऑफिस का, बट इन कंज्यूमर कमीशन इट इज परमिटेड कि लास्ट नोन एड्रेस जो भी होगा एग्रीमेंट के ऊपर जो एड्रेस है ना, वो एड्रेस पे भेज देगा. तो लेटर वापस भी आएगा तो भी चलेगा, बट इट इज कॉल्ड ए ड्यूली सर्विस. तो नॉर्मली हमको भी देखना चाहिए कि इट हैज टू बी प्रॉपरली सर्व्ड अपॉन द बिल्डर, क्योंकि नया कोई ऑफिस रहेगा तो वो ऑफिस के एड्रेस पे भी उनको भेज देगा. फिर अपोजिट पार्टी कम्स बिफोर द कोर्ट एंड इफ फाइल्स इज अ रिटन वर्जन, उनको जो बोलना है वो बोल देंगे, और रिटन वर्जन का कॉपी जो है दैट कॉपी इज गिवन टू द कंज्यूमर ऑल्सो. The next stage will be the filing a affidavit of the consumer. Consumer means society in your case, this present case. So chance will be the next stage will be to filing for the affidavit of evidence. That is the right word. And after filing the affidavit of evidence, the evidence copy is given to the opposite party. Thereafter, the next date is given to file the affidavit of evidence of the opposite parties. Then both the parties they file the written statement, written argument के बाद फिर एक डेट फिक्स हो जाता है, उस दिन में ओरल आर्ग्यूमेंट होता है ऑल द पार्टीज मींस कंप्लेनेंट एंड द अपोजिट पार्टी। फिर ओरल आर्ग्यूमेंट होने के बाद वो केस बंद हो जाता है एंड दैट कंप्लेंट इज केप्ट फॉर द ऑर्डर नेसेसरी ऑर्डर एंड द कमीशन गिव्स द डेट ऑफ द next date for the orders and all accordingly whatever on merits the honorable commission they passes the necessary order। तो किसकी भी फेवर में आ सकता है बट नॉर्मली द कंज्यूमर देयर आर सो मेनी जजमेंट्स दैट आई विल शेयर विथ यू कि in the conveyance matter the maximum cases has been given in favor of the society only। तो ये हो गया है। अब इसके बाद समझो कि जजमेंट आ गया है कि दैट ऑनरेबल कंज्यूमर फोरम ने डायरेक्ट कर दिया है, मींस ऑनरेबल कंज्यूमर फोरम हैज डायरेक्टेड टू गिव और एग्जीक्यूट द कन्वेंस इन फेवर ऑफ द सोसाइटी। अगर नहीं करता है तो क्या कर सकते हैं अभी? समटाइम्स दे डोंट डू आल्सो। और समटाइम्स क्या होता है कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन में ऑर्डर पास होने के बाद the builder or developer he appeals the matter into the state commission। I have two judgments also I will also share with you because this is district commission ने order दिया है to execute the conveyance। builder appeal में चला गया because everybody has got the right to go for the appeal up to Supreme Court। so वो केसेस में भी स्टेट कमीशन ने वो नीचे का कोर्ट यानी कि स्टेट कमीशन के नीचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन उसका ही ऑर्डर उन्होंने कंफर्म किया है। मेरे पास 2 साइटेशंस है आई विल शेयर विथ यू। अगर वो नहीं करता है बिल्डर, अगर अपील में भी नहीं जाता है तो अगर एग्जीक्यूट भी नहीं कर रहा है तो अंडर सेक्शन 22 क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर एक फाइल कर सकता है उनके ऊपर सेम कोर्ट के अंदर। अगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट से अगर आपको जजमेंट मिला है तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के अंदर ही उसके अंदर लिखा हुआ रहता है विद इन 30 डेज, विद इन 40 डेज या विद इन 3 मंथ्स द बिल्डर हैज टू हैंड ओवर द कन्वेंस डीड या तो टू एग्जीक्यूट द कन्वेंस डीड विद इन अ पीरियड ऑफ 90 डेज और 45 डेज व्हाटएवर इट मे बी एज पर द व्हाट यू कॉल द टाइम लिमिट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कमीशन। अगर उन्होंने वो पीरियड के टाइम के अंदर वो पीरियड
त्या फुकटचा माझा 1 तास घालवला तू त्या एकच गोष्ट बोलत
if the builder doesn't comply with the order which is given by the district commission then the consumer means here the society can file the execution petition before the same bench same court under section 72। you can read the section 72। so in that from 1 month after the trial and everything as per the procedure if the court satisfies so the builder may get the imprisonment from 1 month to 3 months with the minimum penalty of 25,000 rupees fine for non-complying the order of the court। so this is the overall procedure short में मैंने बता दिया है आपको, शायद मुझे लगता है कि आप लोग समझ गए हैं। और now I will share with the some citations। number 1 एक थाना एडिशनल थाना कमीशन previously it was a forum now it has become commission the consumer complaint number 282 of 2012 एक केस के अंदर that is between the Bhumika Avenue Cooperative Housing Society has filed a complaint against the proprietor of the Juhi developers। So after considering the complaint and all on merit, the additional Thana commission has directed the builder to execute the conveyance। तो वो होने के बाद फिर then builder has appealed preferred to appeal before the honorable commission। तो कमीशन ने भी वही डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन का जो ऑर्डर था उसको ही कंफर्म कर दिया है और स्टेट कमीशन ने भी बोल दिया है यानी कि अपीलेट कोर्ट के अंदर भी that you will have to execute the conveyance deed in favor of the society. I will go for the citation number 2. Here is also, there was a case. This is a property and society is at Vasai West. It is regarding the Star Palace Cooperative Housing Society. Consumer complaint number 422 stroke 2008. The order date was 31st May 2017. तो एक केस में भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट ने ऑर्डर पास किया था कि दैट सोसाइटी हैज टू गिव अ प्रॉपर कन्वेंस डीड इन फेवर ऑफ द सोसाइटी, एंड एक केस में भी बिल्डर हैज मेड एन अपील, प्रेफर्ड अपील टू फाइल बिफोर द ऑनरेबल स्टेट कमीशन. तो स्टेट कमीशन ने भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन का ही ऑर्डर कंफर्म किया है, यानी कि कन्वेंस देने को बोला है. तो ऐसी सारी चीजें है. इवन अगर आपका केस अगर रिप्रेजेंट बराबर किया विद द कंटेंट्स, विद ऑल द फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स, तो 100% you will get the good order from the, you can expect the good order from the honorable commissions. Third reference I will give you, which I am also working on it, that is the Oakland Park Cooperative Housing Society versus the Rockline Construction Company. This order is given on dated 12th March 2018. This order is pronounced by the additional consumer district, additional Mumbai suburban district, that is at Bandra. This property is at Andheri, and the court has directed to give the proper conveyance deed in favor of this society. And there are so many cases are there that consumer means society has got a favorable orders from the honorable commissions. Now I will come to that. There is some other alternate disputes is also there. That is, I wanted to discuss that also. Before the DDR, district deputy registrar, also you can file the conveyance के लिए file कर सकते हैं. That is called a unilateral dim conveyance. Unilateral dim conveyance, जिसको हम dim conveyance बोलते हैं, उसके अंडर भी DDR के पास भी फाइल कर सकता है. But according to me, that consumer forum is a better, because we all know that in cooperative sector how the things are moving very slow. We can't say slow, but it takes a reasonable time. And now due to COVID also, that courts are also not working. You cannot expect the speedy disposal of the cases. So now you will have to decide where to approach, how to approach and all that. And I am there to help you out for any cases. So I think I have finished my speech on this issue, and I think now we will start with the messages. Yeah, please one by one we can start the question answers.
सर एक ही क्वेश्चन है
जी
कि जो प्रॉपर कन्वेंस डेट के बजाय अभी जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र ने बोला है कि प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड पे जो भी मेंबर्स रहेंगे उनके नाम आ जाएंगे.
जी
सर इसके बाद हाँ सर कंटिन्यू.
फिनिश्ड.
यस सर.
ये चीज मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, 2 साल पहले भी मुझे SMS आया था, पिछले साल भी एक बार SMS आया था, अभी रिसेंटली भी व्हाट्सएप पे 2-3 बार मैसेजेस आया है ग्रुप में, बट अभी तक मेरे पास गैजेट नहीं आया. आई कांट टेल यू एनीथिंग कंफर्म अबाउट दैट.
ओके.
बिकॉज रेवेन्यू रिकॉर्ड के अंदर है ना एक प्रॉपर उनके प्रोसीजर के अनुसार कि MRT अपना MLRC होता है. MLRC में जो महाराष्ट्र लैंड रेवेन्यू कोड जो होता है, उसके अंडर में यू नीड टू हैव ए प्रॉपर डीड ऑफ कन्वेंस to get your name transferred in your name as a owner of the plot. बट उसके बारे में मुझे अवेयरनेस नहीं है क्योंकि मेरे पास गैजेट नहीं आया हुआ है अभी तक. प्रदीप जी.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Next.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sunita Agrawal. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir. सर मेरी सोसाइटी में ये 2014 का केस है. ओके. 2014 में सोसाइटी ने मतलब कमेटी ने ये डिक्लेयर किया कि अपनी सोसाइटी कन्वेंस हो गया है. सोसाइटी का कन्वेंस हो गया. ओके. उसके बाद उन्होंने मैंने डॉक्यूमेंट्स मांगे थे तो उन्होंने दिया नहीं, कुछ भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं दिए. फिर मैंने अभी ये डाला है, री ऑडिट के लिए डाला था 3 years का. तो उसमें आया कि एक्चुअली में कन्वेंस हुआ ही नहीं है. और सिर्फ बिल्डर और कमिटी के बीच में एग्रीमेंट हुआ, मतलब सोसाइटी के बीच में सिर्फ एग्रीमेंट हुआ और वो एग्रीमेंट भी रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है।
Okay.
एंड दे हैव चार्ज 3,50,000 फॉर दैट कमिटी।
So committee 3 lakh.
और
Why
जो
you?
लैंड है ना सर, सॉरी
Yeah.
सॉरी सर,
Yeah. Please go.
लैंड जो है वो अभी भी जो बिल्डर के नाम से नहीं है। बिल्डर हैज टेकन द, आपने बताया वो परमिशन ले
Development.
लेते, बिल्डिंग की परमिशन ले लेते,
जी
कंस्ट्रक्शन परमिशन ले लेते, उस
जी
टाइप का केस है। जो लैंड है अभी भी 7/12 पे, वो पुराने जो होंगे बहुत पुराने उनके ही नाम से।
जी। सो एक काम कर सकते हैं, आप भी खुद भी एक कंज्यूमर कंप्लेंट फाइल कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बोला सेक्शन 35(1)(c) में
यस सर,
मीन्स फॉर यू विल बी द कंज्यूमर एंड
यस
यू विल बी फाइटिंग फॉर वन और मोर कंज्यूमर, वन और न्यूमरस कंज्यूमर्स बोलते हैं, वो डेफिनेशन में लिखा हुआ है। यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइल ए कन्वेंस गेटिंग द कन्वेंस इन फेवर ऑफ द सोसाइटी एज ए member of the cooperative society. If society is not initiating that for a conveyance.
ओके। एंड
So,
सर
yeah.
जैसे इन्होंने ये एक टाइप से फ्रॉड ही किया है ना सोसाइटी के साथ में, कमिटी ने,
See that we will have to
मतलब
see, we will have to go through all your
Sir.
papers. I cannot say anything, Agrawal madam. So now we will have to go through your case in detail. Then only I can able to tell you how.
सर
Sir, good evening.
कैन आई हैव योर नंबर प्लीज so
Yeah.
that I
I
can
think
contact?
Mr. Hemant Agrawal ji already. I'll type my address. One second. I will type my number. Yeah.
Sir, I've already mentioned it in the chat box.
Yes, yes. That's what exactly
Yes,
I
yes,
saw.
sir. Yes, sir, I got. Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Second
much.
I sent. Okay. Okay, sir.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Umesh, yes,
Sir,
sir.
please take
Sir.
matter of Anil first.
Sir.
उमेश जी एक सेकंड रुक जाइए।
Anil ji.
उमेश जी
Yeah,
एक
Umesh.
सेकंड रुक जाइए।
Good
Please
evening,
take matter of Anil, please.
Good evening, sir. Anil Patrave here, calling from Nagpur.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sir, there is a question in conveyance deed.
Yeah.
Actual amount कौन देगा, बिल्डर देगा या मेंबर देंगे? क्योंकि जो मेरी कुछ सोसाइटीज है मेरे पास जो बॉम्बे में है, जहाँ पे
जी।
मेरे घर है, वहाँ पे मेंबर से 35,000 40,000 रुपीज पर फ्लैट ले रहे हैं।
क्यों?
तो एग्जैक्ट कोई नहीं बता रहा है कि फीस कितने लगने वाली है,
नहीं,
because there are 2-3 different agencies are involved, government offices, तो कोई एग्जैक्टली नहीं बता रहा है कि एग्जैक्ट कॉस्ट फॉर कन्वेंस डीड कितना होगा।
See, I will tell you कन्वेंस डीड के लिए क्या खर्चा आता है, आपको बताता हूँ डिटेल में। एक प्लॉट होता है, फॉर एग्जांपल समझो एक प्लॉट है, समझो हमने 1000 स्क्वायर फीट का एक प्लॉट का, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, और वहां पर एप्लीकेबल एफएसआई जो है 1:1 है। 1:1 है, यानी कि आपका प्लॉट एरिया है 1000 स्क्वायर फीट, तो उसके अंदर 1:1 जब ये होता है, यू आर एलिजिबल टू कंस्ट्रक्ट बिल्टअप एरिया इक्वलेंट टू प्लॉट एरिया, दैट इज 1000 का एरिया आप बिल्टअप कर सकते हो, दैट इज 1:1। ओके, अभी ये 1000 एरिया के अंदर कितना फ्लैट होगा, समझो एक 20 फ्लैट होगा, ऐसा समझो। 20 फ्लैट तो होगा नहीं, 50 स्क्वायर फीट का तो फ्लैट नहीं होता है, समझो 11 फ्लैट हो गया उसके अंदर। अब जब बिल्डर जब आपके साथ में एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल करता है, एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल ऑफ अ फ्लैट करता है, उसके अंदर 3 चीज इन्वॉल्व होता है। 3 चीज वो सेपरेटली वाइफरकेशन करके लिखता नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको जब ये फ्लैट बेचता है उसके अंदर ऑफकोर्स बिल्डर ने इन्वेस्ट किया होगा लैंड खरीदने के लिए, या तो जिसका लैंडलॉर्ड है उसको कुछ पैसा भी दिया होगा लैंड का। तो आपका जब ये फ्लैट कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है उसके अंदर लैंड कॉस्ट होता है, उसके बाद कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट होता है, और बिल्डर का मेन वो प्रॉफिट होता है। तो अभी वो 10 फ्लैट समझो सोसाइटी में, वो 10 के 10 सब लोग ने स्टैम्प ड्यूटी भर दिया है उसके ऊपर। तो जब आप कन्वेंस के लिए जाएंगे ना, सिर्फ कन्वेंस के ऊपर 500 रुपए का आपको स्टैम्प ड्यूटी लगेगा और कुछ नहीं लगेगा, सिर्फ इतना ही है। उसके अंदर 10 लोगों का एरिया ऑफ द फ्लैट्स, बाद में उनका जो कंसिडरेशन जो है, कंसिडरेशन समझो आपने फ्लैट खरीदा है, पहले का फ्लैट में बोल रहा हूँ 2 लाख 3 लाख में आपने खरीदा होगा, तो टोटल कॉस्ट कितना हो गया फ्लैट का, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 30 लाख हो गया समझो। तो 30 लाख के ऊपर 1% भरना पड़ेगा, दैट कम्स टू 30,000 रुपीज, प्लस पर पेज का 20 रुपीज वगैरह जो भी कुछ है वो है, एडवोकेट का फीस है, वो सब करके दैट इज वेरी नॉमिनल हो जाता है। बट एक्स्ट्रा आपको कैश में अगर कुछ मांगता रहेगा तो आप पूछ सकते हैं ना सोसाइटी को, पापा ये किसके लिए है, दैट यू कैन टेक अ क्लैरिफिकेशन फ्रॉम देम। सो अभी कंज्यूमर कोर्ट में तो एक बार फीस भर दिया तो आपको
हाँ, सर।
दूसरे कुछ एक्सपेंडिचर तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है आपको.
उसी के अंदर मेरा सर बोलना है, एक तो कंज्यूमर कोर्ट है और दूसरा है कोऑपरेटिव कोर्ट.
जी.
So which one is faster and beneficial for the society?
That you will have to decide actually. You will have, because I worked for the consumer court for 5 years. I have enjoyed a lot because 3 years I was at Alibag and 1 year I was at Yavatmal. Then 1 year I was at Central Mumbai. I have enjoyed all the parts of the Maharashtra indirectly. Means I was very close to you since you are telling that you are staying in Nagpur. I have enjoyed, but the difference I have found in different little topic को छोड़ के मैं बात करता हूँ. When I was in Alibag, so lot of flat के matters काफी आ रहे थे क्योंकि सीवड़ी वेलापुर के बाद जो खारघर लगता है that comes under the रायगढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट. तो नेचुरली बहुत सारे फ्लैट के वहाँ पर तो बहुत चीटिंग भी करते थे बिल्डर लोग. तो काफी बिल्डर्स का मैटर आते थे. बट व्हेन आई शिफ्टेड टू ट्रान्सफर टू द यवतमाळ ना, देर आय एन्जॉयड अ लॉट बिकॉज देर शेतकरी लोकांचं, मराठी आहेत ना तुम्ही मला वाटतं, शेतकरी लोकांचं डेफिशियन्सी इन सर्व्हिस म्हणजे जसं काय बियाणामध्ये डेफिशियन्सी आहे, परत म्हणजे जसं शेतकरी लोकांची हत्या होतात. हत्या म्हणजे ते 1 लाखाचं ऑलरेडी गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र 10 रुपये का 12 रुपये भरून आहे ना त्यांच्या नावे 1 लाखाचं काय इन्शुरन्स काढलेलं असतं. ते कधी कधी काय होतं की खेडेगावामध्ये तो शेतकरी मरतो, तो कसंही मेला तरी म्हणजे तिकडे रूल्स आहेत 8 वर्षापासून 80 वर्षापर्यंत दे कम्स अंडर द विदिन अ फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ दी काय बोलतात ते फार्मर्स. जर तुमच्या नावाने जागा पाहिजे तर त्यावेळी काय होतं की देर इज सम कमिटी विच इज अपॉइंटेड देअर इन दॅट डिस्ट्रिक्ट इन विदर्भा. जर समजा एखादा शेतकरी मृत्यू पावला, कसाही मृत्यू पावला, तो इलेक्ट्रिक शॉकनी कधी कधी मरतो. आणि यवतमाळ साईडला, वर्धा साईडला, तुम्ही नागपूरला राहताय तिकडे वाईल्ड लाईफ खूप आहेत. तर त्या एकदम इंटिरियर एरियामध्ये कधी कधी भालू पण येतात, वाघ येतात, लायन येतात वगैरे वगैरे, असे ते शेतकरी हत्या वगैरे होते. पण देर इज अ कमिटी फॉर्म देर इन यवतमाळ की त्याच्यामध्ये शेतकरी अधिकारी असतो, तलाठी असतो, नंतर मग गावातला एक इन्चार्ज असतो, असे करून एक 20-25 लोकांची कमिटी आहे. तर गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्राने त्यांना एक डायरेक्शन दिलेले आहे की कुठलाही शेतकरी जर मेला, कुठलाही शेतकरी मेला तर तुमचं ते ड्युटी आहे की त्या शेतकरीच्या घरी जाऊन त्याचं डेथ सर्टिफिकेट काढून आमच्याकडे अप्लाय करा. कारण ते शेतकरी नॉर्मली आता एकदम इंटिरियर मध्ये राहणारा कोण आदिवासी किंवा आणखीन कोण असेल त्याला नसतं. तर ते गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज डेप्युटेड देम की बाबा तुम्ही द्या. आता प्रॉब्लेम कसा आहे की महाराष्ट्रामध्ये एक 3-4 मोठे मोठे कंपनीज आहेत, त्याच्यामध्ये लाखो लोकांचं इन्शुरन्स काढला जातो. आता ते कंपनी म्हणते वी शुड हॅव सम डॉक्युमेंट्स विथ अस की बाबा हा माणूस मेलाय. तर ते सांगतात त्यांना की बाबा एक काम कर, सगळ्यात बेस्ट you go to consumer court and get the order, and that is about 1 lakh rupees.
And sir, why there are 2 acts in Maharashtra? One is Maharashtra Ownership Association Act and second is our General Cooperative Societies Act. So there are same thing is written everywhere. In Bombay and in Thane, the concept of cooperative housing societies is more. Whether as in Nagpur and other parts of the country, the concept of ownership association is more. So what is the basic difference? Why the government has given 2 different acts?
So I think Hemant Agrawal is there in the expert. He is a very expert.
And because people are finding it very difficult.
Yeah.
I'll answer one other question of
in
Anil.
apartment. Anilji, in apartment, what happens? In apartment, what happens? Suppose if you see in the Delhi, normally people construct the first floor, second floor, third floor, and fourth floor. Okay, ground floor is a street. So there they say they go for the apartment because when you purchase the flat or whatever property, so whatever the area of your flat is there, accordingly proportionate share in the land also, you become the owner of the land also immediately. But here in this case, the society has to become the owner of the land by taking a necessary or proper conveyance from the landlord or the builder. So it depends what you can choose.
Sir, what about CIDCO? CIDCO in Navi Mumbai.
Yeah.
I have one flat there. The property is owner of the property is CIDCO. CIDCO itself is the owner landowner,
Yes.
and the building was constructed by Sitco only. There was no builder involved.
Okay.
So, and the Sitco has not given any proper conveyance to us, because as per the lease period, there is almost of 60 years or something lease period is there in Navi Mumbai. But Sitco is not handing over the proper land to the cooperative societies.
See, I will tell you, the regarding the if the Sidco has constructed the building, I am not aware of the that knowledge because I have not done any conveyances that side. But if Sidco has allotted to some Mr. A, if the Sidco has allotted that plot to Mr. A, and Mr. A has given authority to the builder to construct the building, then you can, in that case, you can take the deed of assignment, not the conveyance. Assignment means what? Because already there is a lease. So you can take by way of, take the lease by way of deed of assignment, means whatever rights are exist with Mr. A, that rights you can take it.
But sir, in this case, what is happening? Sitco is charging on every new transfer. Suppose there are 3 transfer in between, 3 transfer of flats. Same flat, 1 साल के बाद, 3 साल के बाद, 10 साल के बाद, तीनों अलग-अलग लोगों ने लिया. So every time why Sitco has to charge without giving any
It is a rule
services,
in MADA
they
also.
are charging, and the charges are more, no?
In MADA also it was happening the same thing. I am saying at Bandra, now it is a redeveloped building. Here also when MADA was there, when there was no conveyances, with all this MADA, there are 54 or 52 housing mega projects are there in Mumbai. So there when MADA is the owner na, ultimately. Like
Yes.
that, Sidco is also owner.
But that is only for 16 years, 60 years. Why they should do not charge? This is actually, please give me your mobile number. I'll talk to. There are many issues regarding this.
But
Can
I
you
The
share your
mobile
number?
number is already put in the chat box.
Okay, thanks.
Advocates आपका मोबाइल नंबर चैट बॉक्स में डाल दिया है.
Thank you.
Sir, we'll have to conclude in about 10 odd minutes. There is one question by Umesh.
yes.
Umesh ji, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Mr. Umesh. Okay. नमीश जी, आपका माइक्रोफोन चालू हो गया है क्या? आपको कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है? मिस्टर नईमिश.
I have
We are not able to hear you anything. No, sir, there is some problem with your microphone.
Sir, I
You
have
have put some. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, you have referred, but what I have heard is that especially in the Pune district forums, at the background of National Commission judgment in October 2016, popularly known as Amrish Shukla judgment,
Yeah,
they had stopped taking the complaints regarding conveyance deeds.
No. It is not. Amrish Shukla's document was there. Can I see your face, Naimish, na?
No, I am Shrikant Joshi from
जी
Pune.
श्रीकांत. नमीश साहब की आवाज नहीं आ रही है. उनका
नहीं,
माइक्रोफोन नहीं चल रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है.
Who has raised, Nimish bhai, just put off your microphone off, na?
Okay.
And who has asked Shrikant Joshi ji?
Yes, Mr. Shrikant has
I
asked.
have asked you a question.
Yeah. Shrikant ji, I will tell you, I was very well, I was working at Alibag when Amrish Shukla's order was there. They have cleared that that time the act was there of 1986 under 12 under pecuniary jurisdiction. I think that is 11(1). I think so.
Yes.
So what's that? That decision has been taken by the larger bench of the National Commission.
Yes.
Okay. And in that they have clearly mentioned the value of goods and services that has to be taken into consideration as a pecuniary jurisdiction.
Correct.
So in that case, what happened here in this conveyance? What happened? See, suppose you have a 10 flats. So each nowadays that there is no flats you will get less than 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, so 10 flats it becomes more than 1 crore. So everybody has to go there as per the 11 section 11(1). Because I am not telling anything, going anything against the Amrish judgment, Amrish Shukla's judgment, but they have clearly mentioned about the pecuniary jurisdiction of the district commission, state commission, and the national commission. So they said that in short, what I understood is that if you want to go for any of the conveyances, so all the flat holders agreement for sale costs that has to be taken into the consideration.
Yes.
So that is a guidance they have given to all over India, like to consider.
But now at the background of new Act 2019,
Ji.
they should start accepting this prayer of conveyance deed, no?
Yeah,
Because now
of course. See, again, I told you, no, whatever your claim, that is, normally, district forum is district commissions. That time we were having that time when I was working, that time there was a pecuniary jurisdiction was limited up to less than 20 lakhs that time.
yes.
Now it is up to 1 crore. अभी 20 lakhs के अंदर तो सोसाइटी का तो कोई तो कॉस्ट होगा ही नहीं ना, ज्यादा ही होगा ना, 2 करोड़ होगा, 5 करोड़ होगा, 10 करोड़ होगा. 20 lakhs के अंदर एक सोसाइटी का पूरा बिल्डिंग का तो होता नहीं होता. तो दैट मीन्स आई थिंक अगेन आई टोल्ड यू ना कि इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर प्रेयर्स. अगर प्रेयर आपने कॉम्पेंसेशन अभी आपने 10 करोड़ मांगा है, कॉम्पेंसेशन आपने मेंटल हरेसमेंट या कॉम्पेंसेशन या कॉस्ट वगैरह मिलके 10 करोड़ मांगा है या 10 करोड़ 1 रुपया मांगा है, तो यू विल हैव टू गो टू नेशनल कमीशन. अब 1 करोड़ और 10 रुपया मांगा आपने, या 1 करोड़ 11 करोड़ अगर आपने कॉम्पेंसेशन मांगा, तो देन लेस देन 10 करोड़ 1 करोड़ के ऊपर अगर आपने कॉम्पेंसेशन मांगा है, देन नेचुरली यू विल हैव टू गो बिफोर ऑनरेबल स्टेट कमीशन.
Yes.
Up to 1 crore that you can claim as of today, as per the 2019 Amendment Act.
So you mean to say that the total value of the flats is to be considered?
No, not to consider according to me, because see all these forums judgments are there. So if they would have considered the cost of the flat, it lies before the state commission, otherwise the national commission.
Okay, but then they have denied the complaints in the after 2016, especially about I am complaining about District Pune Forum. They have denied the complaints if there is a prayer for conveyance deed. Only on that judgment.
That may be in I think 2017 or 18 maybe.
Yes, 17 and 18.
But now they are allowing.
Mr. Joshi, please, we will have to conclude this session. It is already 9:30. Mr. Joshi, Advocate Ramesh Babu's phone number is there on the chat box.
Okay.
You are requested to coordinate with him directly. And Mr. Nimish, your microphone is still not working. We cannot hear you at all. Can you hear his voice, sir?
No, I can't hear him. I'll write to Nimish to remove that cord and put on the speaker phone.
There's some problem with his computer, I suppose, or mobile speaker. Can't hear. So anyway, sir, I think we will conclude for today. There were a few questions by other people also, but time factor is also over. Can we conclude then in that case?
No problem. I am ready actually, but what members are, if they are having any queries, so they can continue. Otherwise, we can. There are so many. Is there any important how to process the conveyance if they're of property society but OC is not yet taken due to some disputes between the builder and the architect? Nimish bhai, can you hear me? We are unable to communicate with Mr. Nimish bhai.
Okay, I have given your number on the chat box. He can communicate with you.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. We will conclude it.
Yes, sir.
I put in my appreciation and thank Advocate Ramesh Babu Silveri for explaining everything in very simple language. Once again, thank you, Advocate Ramesh Babu Silveri. With the permission of the participants, we will conclude today's webinar. Thank you all the participants for attending this informative webinar. Wishing all the participants a healthy and peaceful life forward. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night,
Thank
sir.
you. God bless everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night, everyone.